guys, welcome to the channel. This is Lalana. Thanks for tuning in. So today we're going to talk about one of those topics that I know is difficult for a lot of feminines to achieve, and that is to let them be, right? Let your divine masculine do what it is that they need to do on this journey, on this path. And to understand that in doing that, so when I say let them be, let them go the direction that they need to do, let them deal with the karmic situations that they need to unfold, let them collapse the timelines that they are in, let them deal with their lower root chakra, let them deal with their mental space. Whatever is going on in the woundings for your divine masculine, it's important that they play those out. It's important that they deprogram their programs, that they look into the self. It's important that they go through their process and that they have their awakening, that they have their dark night. And so when we get into those energies, especially in the beginning stages of a twin flame journey, and certainly the middle stages as well of a twin flame journey, of the feminine really wanting to pursue, really wanting to chase, really wanting to understand, wanting to know what the masculine is doing, where they're at, who they're with, you know, the whole sort of thing. It's really important to understand that this is taking energy away from the self. This is taking energy away from inner union. And so it's very important to understand that the focus has to be you. The focus has to continue to be you. The focus has to always be you. The focus is you and you and you. So I know that that's a difficult concept to wrap your heads around, to wrap our heads around. I was there as well. I've been on this path for over 12 years. But coming into that awareness that the point of this path is ascension and inner union. The romantic aspect of this path that has sort of been touted, you know, as the fantasy and as all of these things, this is like the last aspect of this path. And that aspect of this path cannot be achieved, it cannot come into fruition until the energetic union within the self, within the polarities, has come back home to itself, right? Has come back into completion and back into wholeness. Not saying that we're not already whole and complete, we always are. But on this journey, the path back to inner union is the only path to the potential of physical union. There is no other path except this one. So I've been talking about this a lot for the past several years. I've been coaching twins since 2019, and it's really important that we understand the dynamics that are going on here. And it's important that we understand that whatever we need to do, whatever healing, whatever shadow work, inner work, I'm talking about this all the time for years, self-love, self-worth, self-value needs to be your focus. Nothing else. Nothing else needs to be your focus in regard to what the masculine is doing, where they're at, who they're with, what they're processing, what stage they're in. All of these sort of things are going to derail you. They're all from the mind. They're all from ego. They are not based or centered in your soul knowing or in your higher knowing or your higher self. This is a journey of the soul. This is a journey of higher self. This is a journey of coming back into union with God, source, creator, self, right? This is what that journey is. And so when we're always looking at the 3D, it's going to derail you, because this is not a third dimensional journey. This is a fifth dimensional journey. If we're always looking at the physical, you're going to get derailed. If you're always thinking, you're going to get off course, right? If we're always trying to figure it out with that mental thing, and we're always focusing, what they're doing, where they're at, all that sort of thing, the mental chatter and the ego, this is going to throw you off course, and it's going to take you away from your energetic system and your own inner union and energetic union. And so it's very important to embody that aspect of This is my journey back to self, right? This is my journey back to oneness. This is my journey back to union. This is my journey back to freedom, right? To release the shackles, as I talk about a lot, to release the shackles of the third dimensional reality in the matrix, which is teaching belief systems and programs and wounds and duality and all of these sort of things, which is not our true nature. This is something that we are experiencing here in the third dimensional reality. This is a reality of separation. So if you are wanting to come back into union, you cannot come back into union if you're not coming back into union with self, right? So whatever is going on in that external third dimensional reality is something that you basically need to turn a blind eye to and only focus on what's going on within this. What's going on in your chakra systems? What's going on in your belief systems? What is your mental body doing? Are you sabotaging yourself? What are you subscribing to? Who are you listening to? What energy are you allowing into your field? What are your boundaries? Do you have any? What is your self-care routine? Do you have any? What is your self-love saying? What is your self-talk saying? Right? These are all internal systems. The feminine is working. Everyone is working, but specifically on this path that we're talking about, we need to work from the inside out, right? As within, so without. It is not as without, so within. And so the more that we focus on what's going on in the 3D and what he's doing and where he's at, or she's doing and where she's at, right? The more we're focused on that, the more that we are missing the boat, as I say a lot. The more we're losing the point, right? That's when this journey becomes very difficult, very challenging, because you're trying to do it backwards, right? This is coming from within you. Any kind of union that you're wanting to see in your external reality is coming from within soon, right? From within soon. It's coming from within first. So even when I talk about my mind mastery and my manifestation, which I also talk about a lot, as within, so without. Whatever we believe in, right? Whatever our higher mind is doing, whatever our lower mind is doing, is what we are creating in the reality around us, right? So what I believe, I'm going to manifest. I'm going to see that all around me, right? This is why we're always trying to manipulate manifestation. But manifestation is usually coming from a place of lack. It's coming from a place of ego. It's coming from a place of, I don't like this, and so I want that, right? It's not coming from that heart space of, I'm already grateful and full, and so then therefore, since I'm already grateful and full within, that's all that I'm seeing around me is gratefulness and abundance and love all around me, right? So the same principle is held within this journey. If I'm not holding that sense of union and that knowing of union within myself, and I'm holding that separation of I need to chase and I need to run after, and I'm feeling lack and I'm feeling abandoned and I'm feeling all of these things, that's all that I'm going to see. It's all I'm going to see around me. And so this is a really good analogy to sort of understand in regard to that chasing energy around the masculine. If you're chasing them, you're in a lack frequency, and you're going to attract a lack frequency back, and it's what you're going to see manifest in your physical world. So the more you're focused on what's going on within you, and that being a place of inner love, inner union, unconditionality, oneness, coming back into union and one with Source, God, universe, creation, the higher self, which is who you always are, the more you're going to see that showing up around you, and the more that that inner union is going to create that outer union that you're so looking for. Let them be. Let them do what it is that they need to do. You're leading the charge here, Divine Feminine. And so you need to be in your empowerment, in your goddess energy, in order for you to do your job first. So that's what I have for you guys.